It's your boy, Colton Havens, aka Mr. Hype. I'm super excited today. We have a guest on here with us, Dalton, and she had just completed the 100K view challenge as of last week.
Completed is a generous term there, stumbled through.
You went through it. You went through it, but you got
Went through
results from
it. Yeah.
right? You got results from it. So we're highlighting today. So I'm excited. So we were able to generate 2 sales with a TikTok channel under 1,000 followers with a video that's just barely over 1,000 views.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
this is not some like grand success, like look, we went viral. It's like, minimum effort on my part. It kind of worked, and I love it.
Yeah, and it created sales for you. So
Yeah,
and that's why
yeah.
everybody's in the game. And if you can create sales without having to go viral, create sales without having to have a big audience, because some of the biggest things that people have, the limiting belief is, I need more people to see me. And then I need expensive cameras. I don't know what to say, all of those things, right? So I'm just curious. So let's just start from the beginning. Where are you from, Dalton, and what's your background?
So I am in a tiny town, Deep River, Ontario, in Canada, and I work with university students at Queen's University, primarily in the business program. I run a business, Calm Advantage. We've basically taken tutoring to the next level in terms of support. And the downside of my business is that I used to be hip and with it when I had just graduated university and all the students were on Facebook and I was also on Facebook, and then they went to Instagram and I could kind of do Instagram, and they've long been on TikTok. I have not long been on TikTok. I use a primarily Instagram strategy and email strategy for my business, and then was like, oh yeah, I should probably learn TikTok. And that's been like on the back of my mind for the longest time. And then I ran into you and I was like, it's time. Let's do this. And so yeah, that's where it came from. Yeah, so I'm not new in business or anything like that. Been doing this for 13 years almost now, but very new to TikTok for sure.
Okay. So with all of this, why I mean, it sounds like you want to do TikTok because your people were there. You saw your people moving over. And if you've been in the game and you've understand market fluctuation and where market goes, you got to go where the attention flows. Wherever the attention is, there's money, and the attention is like this in different social medias, right? It's important to be, I always tell everybody, be everywhere so you're there, right? But TikTok's just so fast in growth. So I just love what you did, like in the community. You just showed up on day 2, you made a video, and then you come back, you're like, oh, by the way, I made 2 sales. No big deal, guys. So my video didn't even blow up. So can you talk to me about what it was like to make a video for the first time on TikTok?
I will say, so I've put a few videos on TikTok, but they're just like things that I would put on Instagram and put it on TikTok, and it doesn't really work that way. So yeah, when you were like, okay, this is what you're gonna do, and you showed me exactly like, take this audio, and this is how you find other audios, take this fill in the blank script, take this 6-second thing, and I was like, oh, I might not know what I'm doing, but I do know how to follow instructions. And so all I did was do what you told us to do. And yeah, it was my best performing video on TikTok with a whole like maybe I think 1,500 views or something like that. But because like my username on TikTok is the same as my username on Instagram, it did end up going to a couple of people who are kind of part of like that broader audience. Like there are, because my audience is so niche, like there's literally only 2,000 potential customers I could have at any given moment. It's a very small group. And so when they saw it, it sparked them to like send me a message. And I also don't know what I'm doing on TikTok. So like when people add me as a friend, I'm like, add you back, right? Like it's supposed to be like Facebook. I didn't know that sometimes we don't do that. But because I added them, they messaged me. And then it was really like you do with any potential customer or client. It's like, hey, what's going on? And they tell me what they're dealing with. And I was like, hey, I have a solution to that. and can send them over to the solution. But the best part of it, Colton, yeah, it's great. We made 2 sales. I think it was like $420 or something like that. The best part is that the number one complaint I get from my students is, I wish I would have known about you sooner." And that is not a compliment. Like when people say that, that is a bad thing. I used to be like, "Oh yeah, because I'm so great." No, it's because like I literally wasn't where you were so that you could know that I have a solution to your problem. And so it was really great because those were 2 people that I didn't have on Instagram. They weren't Instagram followers. One of them didn't even have an Instagram account because, like, why would they? And so I was able to have that conversation, and they are now part of our exam prep sessions. I've been like hanging out with them every day, learning stuff for their exams. 2 really great people, and I love that. And so like it's just yeah, it's good. It's always good when that person who needs you finds you, and that's what it is all about. Like, I don't wanna be making TikTok videos, I don't wanna make Instagram videos. I just wanna teach kids statistics and accounting, but you gotta do one to be able to do the other, so here we are. Well, and I also wanna highlight one of the really, the things I liked that you said that sat well with me, and I've actually carried it over to Instagram as well, is we're not a content creators, right? We are businesses selling through like social media. And I think most of the time my perspective is like when I look at the people I follow on social media, like those are content creators. They are making juicy, great content. But I'm also not buying anything from them. I'm there for the content. And I always thought like if I'm gonna do TikTok, Reels, whatever, I have to be producing at that level. And I think that's where you get into that spiral of I need a camera and I need this and I need editing and I need whatever. And that is never, if I put up too many barriers to getting something done, it's not going to happen. And so that mentality of like, I don't have to be a content creator because I'm not. I just have to put my message and my solution in front of the people who need it. And then I can just like follow your steps for how to do that. Like that's great. That's what I want. So yeah.
Yeah, you were able to. It's funny because there's people that have made hundreds of videos and they've never once made a sale. And you made a sale on your second video on TikTok. So I just want to highlight this pattern real fast because people, I think as soon as we talk about video creation and making money online for your business, we go into this mystical place of like, oh, I post and money just appears in my wallet. It's crazy, right? And so let's just break it down. So you follow the simple formulas that you learned in the challenge, you
Mhm.
post a video, okay? Your video gets 1,000 views, then you friend people that are following you. Crazy, okay? Crazy. So then you friend them. Then they DM you, hey,
Yeah.
this was interesting video about what you talked about. And then you message them back. Yeah, by the way, I have all the steps to learn more about this if you just go to this link or this place, right? Then they
To
go,
be fair, just in case anybody is watching this, whenever somebody messages me, I always start by asking them some questions. What are you dealing with right now? What classes are you taking? How's it going? And I want them to really tell me what their problem is, what they're up against, and what that feels like right now, because then I can figure out whether I actually have a solution for them or not. I don't want to sell someone who that's not a person I can help. So I get all that information that I need, make that decision about whether or not I can help them. And if they are a person I can help, that's when I present them that solution, like, hey, okay, but like, did you know that actually for like $200, I can just teach you all the things that you need to know and this and that. It's it's not like sleazy salesman thing. It's like, hey, here's the solution to this thing that's a really big problem. And that's just like you can have like sales scripts and stuff, but I think if you just like genuinely want to understand someone's problem and then present them that solution, you're gonna do that. So video is just a way to start that conversation, in my opinion. Yeah.
that's exactly right. That's exactly right. And I think that's the missing piece people forget. The
Mhm.
sales still happen in the DMs, on phone calls, on Zoom
Yeah.
calls, especially if you're selling something high ticket. If you sell anything under $1,000, you could probably have a checkout page, or you can have a sales page that you can send them. They can create your email list, yada,
Yeah.
yada. Then you get that automated side of business, anything under 1,000. But if you're selling anything for 1,000 plus, it normally involves a Zoom call or some questions, 20-minute touch.
Oh yeah. Oh
Hey, what are
yeah.
you doing? Yeah, right. And so even though you make videos and you can do this, it's still talking to a person, asking them for a sale, and you opening that conversation of like, yeah, video just opens the conversation. And if you have the right video, they have the right conversation in the DMs to create sales, especially if you're under 1,000 followers on
Mhm.
TikTok, or you don't have a big following at all. I mean,
Yeah.
that's where all of the money is going to come from, is DMs and phone calls.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, I don't want a million followers. I do not have an audience of a million people. I want the people I know I serve to find me. And like people say this about my Instagram. My Instagram, I think, is like oh just over 1,000 people. But it's not about the number. It's about the fact that every single one of those people is a potential customer that I know I can help. And the same thing for TikTok. Like I didn't, I didn't join the challenge because I want to go viral. I do not want to go viral. I don't want to have random conversations with people who I cannot help. I don't want to waste energy on that. It's just about getting in front of the people who I can help. And so I know a lot of people come in there like, yeah, they want the 100K views or whatever. I don't need 100K. Again, there's only 2,000 people that I could possibly help. 2,000 views is great, right? Like that's great. That's great. Um, and I think of it more like vanity. It really doesn't matter if you have 100 million views if you're not
Yes.
doing something with it, right?
Yes.
Like, um,
Yes. Preach it.
I'm not a
Say it
content
loud enough
creator.
for
I
the
don't
people in the back. Say it loud for
like,
the people in the back. Followers are
but
just
it's really
vanity.
important, right? No, because like people get into these things of it's funny because I'll be speaking at something and I'll like I do a lot of stuff in like the business world and people will look at these metrics and be like, ugh, again, like you only have 1,000 Instagram followers. That doesn't actually matter. If I want to go out and be a TikTok celebrity, fine. That's a whole different thing. But like as much as I want to be Elise Myers, my business is not me being Elise Myers. It's me teaching these 200 kids stats. So yeah, anyways, it was a great challenge though. They were great. I was really impressed with like the caliber of other people who were in the group and all of our little like masterminding. And it was great to look at my business, which I know well, and I do well in my own opinion. Um, but look at it through that lens of strictly TikTok, strictly what works in TikTok, strictly TikTok messaging. And again, recognizing how I originally thought I could just take what I was doing on Reels and throw it over into TikTok. Well, that ain't true. And at the same time, I can't take what I've been doing on TikTok and put it into Reels either.
Used to.
Um, fair. But I just also like I just it's really good to like know that difference and not just feel like, I'm doing shitty. No, there's reason, there's a formula, everything's fine. Just follow the formula. Does the formula change? Sure. But like, why I'm signed up for your newsletter. When the formula changes, you'll tell me and I'll just do something different. It'll be fine. It's like the kids I'm teaching statistics to. Use this formula here, use this formula there, you will get the A. No, same thing. I just want someone to tell me the formula and I will do it. You were that person. That is great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like,
That's awesome. Yeah, I just want to highlight. I thought you were so gangster the way you just came in and made that all happen for yourself. So I'm really excited to see what you do. Do you plan on staying consistent on TikTok?
so this was about learning TikTok. What I want to do for TikTok is I have like a new business thing in mind. And once, because again, like views don't mean anything unless you're actually connecting and selling. And while I'm not a believer in build a product before you sell a product, we have baited it. But once the product's fully ready to go, we're doing like a university 101. So just like actual study skills for university. These kids don't have it. And we're gonna be using that for TikTok. And I'm gonna take my consistency hacks that I have for Reels and apply those to TikTok. And the consistency hack being, you'll be so proud of me, Colton. Actually, I did this morning, is that you just mass record all the things. So like, enjoy
Yeah.
my 900 videos kind of thing, and
Yeah.
then get it all ready to go. Because there's no way that I am recording a video every day or 3 times a day consistently. It's not happening. Know
Yeah.
yourself, know your limits, play within it.
Yeah.
I'm a bulk producer. But the other really interesting thing that I never ever considered, and I've already been using, is the reusing of videos. Some reason in my mind, I was like, well, no, I already talked about that thing 2.5 years ago. I can't repost that video. Or if I do, I need to remake a new video. No, just take the greatest hits and keep putting them out there. I do that with email marketing all of the time. I literally have an annual cycle for email marketing. What worked great last year? Great, we're gonna do it again. I don't know why I never thought about that from a video. Like, it's so obvious now. But there were like lots of little gold nuggets like that where I was like, oh yeah. So it's great to, again, coming in with that lens of like, we're not looking at your whole business. We're not looking at all of the moving parts. So there's an infinite amount of moving parts in your business, but just this one slice and this one medium. And I really like that. And I literally have like my notebook, because I did VIP, because like I'm a VIP. That's how I roll.
You did VIP for the challenge. That's what you mean?
I did VIP for the challenge. And like, if you're watching this, do VIP, because then after you learn something, you do a mastermind after. You're going to run VIP in the future. But I really liked it because we did mastermind afterwards. I have like all of my video plans. Like, I like, look at all these pages of things that came out of those. It's like looking at other people and how they actually make those decisions behind the scenes, and then you're kind of coaching us through that. So useful, not just looking at people's final product, right? Like looking at the videos that other people produce, that's fine, but looking at that like decision making process to get to that video, super useful. And again, I learned a lot of things that I'm gonna like apply to Calm Advantage in like our Instagram strategy. And then yeah, overall, like 10 out of 10 I recommend. The newsletter is great. Get the newsletter. Again, I don't know what the frig I'm doing, so just follow what Colton says and
I appreciate you. I appreciate it. So I'm excited. Hopefully we can bring it back on a little bit later in like a month or so and see how you're doing. Would you
oh
be
yeah,
down?
this is your sneaky way of holding me accountable for actually doing my work. Okay. We'll see. We'll see how this goes.
We'll book you in a month from now and we'll go over your growth.
Like, show me that analytics chart. Like,
Where did you
where's
post?
that?
I just want to see the numbers of volume posts. I don't even care about the views. I just want to see 2, 4, 2, 4. I just want to see those that
I
you
will
post.
say, since I started this, actually, I can't do it on PC. Hang on. My
And 1 second. I want to show before we end this. I want to show everybody the video that we're talking about here. I want to show your channel that makes money.
Okay, so hang on. For context, this is literally recorded while Colton is teaching the lesson, where it is like 8:30 at night where I'm at. I have a 3-year-old. I was not wearing makeup. I was like, Colton's like, it doesn't matter, just do it. And I was like, okay, just do it. And I did. So just for full context, okay? Like, I did not prepare for that video, and I did it during the lesson and posted it before we were done the lesson in the challenge. Okay.
Yeah, it's action taker, baby. Yeah, that's why it's
Either happens now or never.
And that made you money, and it made you
It did.
more
It
money
made me
than the
money.
entire challenge. It made you more than you even spent on the challenge.
Well, I'll make way more money than I spent on the challenge for sure.
Okay, so let's check it out. So here's your channel. Here's the one that we got. Okay, we have 54 followers. So we made money with 54 followers. Let's go. Okay, and this is the video from day 2, right? So you've made some more.
Yeah, that's literally it.
Okay, so here, let's go check it out. So here's our money maker. When you realize
1.6 thousand views, we got something. It's going.
It's what? We have
I said there's
1,600
1.6
views.
thousand. We're getting there.
1,600.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
1,600 and the share. We got one comment here. Then this is the one that people are coming around for. So the sales message is when you realize you can still get an A on your exam, even if you haven't started studying yet, because you have Dalton. Hit the plus to stick around for all the university study hacks. So simple, isn't that so simple? So easy. And all she's doing is writing. That's it. And we're done. That's awesome. And this happened in the DMs, just so everybody knows.
Yeah.
One of the things you can do to optimize this is you can attach your Instagram link here. So if you want, you can go to edit profile and just attach your link and then tell people to DM you on Instagram. That way people can actually DM you that you're not following. So if you're not following them, they can't DM you on TikTok. So that's why Instagram is good. Or I just put an email address up here that says, hey, email me the word study guide and I'll know to send you X, Y, and Z through email. So you have a couple different ways you can do that to optimize the reach out. But dude, this is by far the coolest channel right now that I'm excited about because it literally crushes everybody's limiting beliefs with how to make money, short form video on TikTok. And I just appreciate the hell out of you for taking action and making shit happen for yourself.
Yeah, no, it's been good. So what I was gonna show you is like I do more on Instagram than I do on TikTok, trying to get better at that. But like my engagement, look at that after Colton engagement on Instagram. So like been applying it everywhere.
But I know that the principles will work everywhere. The only difference that you're going to run into on different platforms is formatting of video changes. And just by changing the format of the video, same sales messaging, you can get a lot of reach.
Yeah, yeah. And it really was, like I said, like it was that mindset shift of I don't have to be a content creator. Like that has just unlocked so much for me that's going to be useful for like years to come. And like when I joke, like, yeah, I'm making more money than I spent on the challenge. I know that that mindset shift is like worth money in the bank because I have certainly been coming at it from more of a content creator. And then I always stumble and I don't need to stumble because I don't need to be doing it that way.
Yeah, you don't need to be a content creator to make money with your business.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent. That's my new sales message. I'm going to try it
There you
out.
go.
So I appreciate you, Dalton. Hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Let me know.
I'm around.
Stay in touch with me. I love to see your growth and stuff. Anything that you get coming from there. I just get excited that know that people are getting some real results in their business in a short amount of time. So, okay. So thank you so much, friend.
No
Go
worries.
ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you want to, go ahead and download the 100K view challenge. The link is in the description, of course. And we'll see you on the next challenge, my friend.